When the missile strike shook the foundation of central Kyiv on Thursday, one person in particular felt the full emotional shock of the attacks. UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres, on his diplomatic visit to the Ukrainian capital, couldn't hold back his anguish as he and his envoy were shaken by nearby blasts.
What matters is that an attack occurred, and that shocked me, because Kyiv is a sacred city both to Ukrainian and Russian people alike.
The loud explosion took place less than an hour after Guterres and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky held a joint press conference outlining the cost of the war. Among other items on the agenda included the desperate state of Mariupol and the Avostal steel plant evacuation efforts, the agreement of humanitarian corridors by Moscow, and accusations of war crimes against Russian troops. Guterres was to launch a scathing assessment of the way his organization had handled events.
Let me be very clear. The Security Council failed to do everything in its power to prevent and end this war. And this is a source of great disappointment, frustration and anger.
But the talks were overshadowed by the strikes which followed, as an angered Zelensky berated Russia's strategy.
This says a lot about Russia's true attitude to global institutions, about the efforts of the Russian leadership to humiliate the UN and everything the organization represents.
Just 2 days after meetings with Vladimir Putin in Moscow, UN Chief Guterres was on his first mission to Ukraine since the war began. Earlier in the day, he had ventured into several besieged towns outside the capital, including Borodyanka and Bucha, where evidence of mass killings was found. There, Guterres condemned the atrocities, also declaring war an absurdity in the 21st century.